Hey there, I'm Justin, the founder and CEO of Merchant, and I'm really excited to make this video because I am going to break down the coolest things that we have for agencies that you may or may not already know about. I'm making this video because a lot of agencies that use Paige don't take advantage of all of the features because they just don't know about it. And so the purpose of this is to make sure that you're getting as much value as possible. If you didn't know, before Merchant released Paige, we were actually a white label Google Business Profile Management agency where we were managing around 1,000 Google Business Profiles on behalf of 100 marketing agencies. And we built Paige to do everything that was a pain in the butt to do by hand, and then made it available to you. So you're going to see that a lot of the features in here are really designed to help you scale your agency as pain-free as possible. So let's just jump right in. The first thing that you're going to notice about Paige is that it is 100% white label. From the title to the logo everywhere, even the color scheme, you can completely customize along with the domain and some other areas that we're going to talk about a little bit later in this video. That's not even to mention the fact that you can completely set and forget the management of all of your clients in one place and just know that the work is getting done. So let's get a little more specific in my favorite features. The first is the GBP access link. We all know that when you sell services to a client, you then need to do the pain in the butt thing, which is getting access to their Google Business Profile. Well, if you're using Paige and you're an agency partner, what you can do is send them this link that's branded as yours. And all they need to do is log into their Google account and select their Google Business Profile, and Google will email you the invitation to manage their profile. Super easy. You don't need to teach them how to add you the manual way anymore. And we didn't just stop there. We added this same feature to all of the social media platforms that we also integrated with. So if you go over to this posting tab and you look at Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, or on the video tab, YouTube, you can see we created this invite link. Just click it, copy it, and send it to your client. And similarly, all they need to do is log into their Facebook account, and then there will be a wizard that asks them to give you access to their page. And it actually grants the connection directly from Facebook to Paige, or whatever you call Paige, so that you don't need to fumble around with your clients' social media credentials. And again, this tool works for all of the social medias for posts, as well as for the automated videos such as YouTube. The next thing you probably don't know about is the ability to fully white label all of the emails and alerts that come from Paige. So you probably know about the white label area already, but did you know that you can also change the email settings? So here what you can do is connect up any Google powered email inbox that you want to be the actual sender of all the emails. So when Paige is emailing someone on your team or a client a request to upload more images or their report or whatever it might be, you can have this get sent from your own email account so that you can find all of the sent emails in the sent folder. And so that when a client responds to an email, it goes to you. The other thing that this allows you to do once you connect a Google account is customize every single email template that gets sent. So here you can see we have a stock one for when your client needs more images. You can easily change any of this text as well as the formatting of this email. The same applies for every other email that Paige can send to you or a client. You can also add formatting such as columns and buttons and images or custom HTML, whatever you want to do to fully customize the experience to meet your agency's brand. You have the ability to do. Up next, I want to show you what I think is one of the coolest features. It is the churn prevention dashboard, because once you put all of your clients onto Paige, Paige handles all of the operational burden of actually running an agency and fulfilling a local SEO service, because it's automating all of the work. It's following up with your client when it's needed, sending them reports, and keeping them on track. But that means that now you need to focus on just getting more clients. And I'm going to show you another partner perk that you get that helps you with that, and then retaining your existing ones. And because you're not really interacting with your clients as much because Paige is doing it, we built the churn prevention dashboard to give you an overview of what's happening with all of your clients and which ones we think are the most at risk. So here we can see it's in risk order. So Rizzy's Burger is 91% risk. And we put all the basic information right here at your fingertips so that you or an account manager has what they need when they call the business to catch up with them, such as what's the estimated value of their target market, how many people look for their type of business in their area every month, their target keywords, and so on. We can see the number of days since they onboarded. And here In the first 90 days, that's when the highest churn happens. So this is shown with a red background. Here we can see the number of days since their last review, number of them in the last 90 days with keywords, number of images in the queue, meaning the images they or your team put in the queue inside Paige, and then the number of days since the last upload from Paige to Google. And so here you can easily see the ones that are most likely to churn, so you can call them and get ahead of this. If you use this tool regularly, then your churn should drop, which means your agency can really take off and grow, because it's really hard to grow an agency when it's a leaky bucket with clients constantly churning. The next thing I think is also super cool. It is the optimizations tab, which you can find by going to businesses and then view details, or you can just click view right here. And what this is going to do is replace what a very senior technical SEO person used to have to do manually by hand. I know, because we used to have to do it, including myself, whenever somebody asked, why am I not ranking at the top yet? And so what Paige can do is actually do a complete audit on the Google Business Profile very quickly and see what this profile is doing and how it's configured, compared to what the top 10% of all the ranking Google Business Profiles that Paige manages is doing. That way you can easily see, and more importantly, explain to your client what they need to do to start ranking higher faster. And so here, all of these red cards that you see are items that Paige is identifying as problems that need to be solved. Whether it's they haven't gotten enough reviews recently, or the reviews don't have keywords, or they ran out of images, your client isn't approving content in time if they have approvals turned on, and a bunch of other things that this business is not doing well enough. Paige is going to let you know so that you can put an action plan in place to keep that client happy, so that you can hold them for as long as possible. Again, this is what we call the optimizations tab, which you can find by going to businesses, view details, and then clicking on see optimizations. The next thing that I want to show you, I think, is a sneaky cool feature, because it's really important that your clients get reviews if they're going to rank higher and actually get more customers from Google Maps, right? Reviews for years has consistently been one of the most important things that a business can get. And our review request tool also makes it very easy to get keywords, but sometimes business owners just don't use the link to get reviews, and we need to make it even easier for them. That's why we took it upon ourselves to add the ability for you to order NFC cards and have them get shipped right to your clients, as long as they're in the USA currently. And it gets sent fully white label. So the way you get here is you go to reviews, you click this preference icon. This is also where you can fully customize the review request link, but I'm not going to go into detail here. And this is where you would say order now. And all that you do is you put in your client's mailing address, who the envelope should be addressed to, and how many NFC cards you want. And then in the mail, a couple days later, they will receive in a white envelope that is not mentioning merchant or Paige anywhere on it. It's not tracked back to us in any possible way. And inside that envelope is going to be a flyer that explains how NFC cards work, in case they don't know, as well as a nice plastic sealed NFC card with a very simple design, no mention of Paige or merchant anywhere. All they need to do is take this out of the envelope and ask their clients to start tapping their phones to it like this, so they can start getting reviews. It is pre-programmed to their Paige review request link, and we only charge $10 for this because we're not trying to make money. We're just trying to get your customers and clients as many reviews as possible. Also, it really just helps to send your clients something physical, because it makes your service seem a little bit more real. That way, you're not just some random person across the country they have never met, and they're just trusting you with their business's marketing. So take the time, send them a little gift. You can charge them or not and help them get more reviews. And we'll help you save the trip to the post office. One of my next favorite features is our citations add-on, because if you've ever given citations to a client, you know that it is a hassle, because you need to do a lot of data entry, and then you need to tell your clients not to make changes on Google, because that'll break the connection with whatever citation management tool you're using. Well, with Pages, you simply click this button, and as an agency, you get half off our usual pricing, and it'll take all your information from the Google Business Profile and send it to all the major directories that matter. Doesn't matter if your clients make changes on Google, because all of those changes will automatically go to all the directories. So citations is now a one-click setup, and it just manages it all for you. Let's shift gears a little bit now and talk about the things that you get inside of our partner hub. So here you'll see the option to jump into the partner hub. And in here, there's a couple of tools that I want to point out. The first is a white label promo video where if you request it through here, we will put your logo on it so that you can put it on your website, and it'll explain the importance of ranking Google business profiles higher and how you can help them. We also have customer success stories that you can go ahead and put on your website. It'll live in an iframe on your website, just like here, and your clients can come in here and type in their type of business, and it'll sort through our hundreds of successful before and after case studies so that they can then go and see, what you've been able to do. So this is an example for pasta 3 months later, where, they basically weren't ranking to completely ranked. This one is a French restaurant 3 months later, and so on. So we have a bunch of case studies in here. So go ahead, and if you want this code for your website, just message our team using the live chat in the bottom left of Paige or the Partner Hub, and we will give you the iframe embed code to put that on your site. The next thing that you might not know about is our partner success guide. So this is designed to tell you everything that you'll need to know to really do a great job at selling this kind of service to small business owners. It tells you what kind of businesses to target, how to price it based on the type of business, how to keep clients longer, and so on. So definitely check that out if you are running a newer agency. You also get our heat map audit tool. You get 100 free credits every single month. And between us, if you ask for more, we're just going to give you more because we want you to sell Paige to as many businesses as possible. And this is what one of the reports will look like. Again, no mention of merchant anywhere on this. You can send them a link or a PDF. The link, when it's ready, gets sent to you on a gray label domain, and it'll show for up to 3 keywords how well your lead or your potential lead is ranking, so you can start the conversation that way. On top of that, we also have what we call the Google Business Profile Audit Tool. The GBP Audit Tool is a simple tool that we built that allows people on your website to do a self-audit, and then those audit results get emailed to both you and the lead, so you can just respond to that email and set up a time to talk to them. Also, if they click on the call to action buttons on that audit tool, it'll bring them to whichever page you want to get in touch or book a meeting or sign up for your service. This is a really cool way to give value to your leads before they hop on a call. And as you can see here, there's going to be call to actions. It won't mention Paige to get in touch. And this is going to show all of the information on their Google business profile that they need to improve, as well as their AI rankings and the market opportunity information for this lead. So everything that they need in one place to, including heat maps for their most important keywords so that you can then go and sell them the service. So definitely install that if you haven't already. You need to be an agency partner to do that. And once you do it, it just lives on the settings and the white label portion of the settings tab. The next thing that you may or may not already be taking advantage of is our community forum. So we have over 600 members of this. These are marketing agencies that have joined our agency partner program and selling Paige. And there's constantly new information being put in here, as well as reminders to join our bi-weekly partner hangouts, where you and I will hop on a call with a bunch of other agency owners, and we'll talk about whatever's important in the industry that week. The next thing that I want to show you is a tool that we call SAM, and we built it just to help you get more clients. If you're in our agency partner program, you actually get a free sales rep seat that'll give you up to 40 leads every single day. And this tool is designed specifically for cold calling because that's how our most successful agency partners grow. They're not trying to send blast emails. They're not trying to do ads. They are doing cold calls day in and day out because it is proven to work. So this tool will give you 40 leads every day to either follow up with or brand new ones for you to call. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about this business to sell them a local SEO service, such as who the owner of the business is, how many Google reviews they have and what their Google rating is, which platforms they have profiles on online, who their top competitor is, and how much money they likely earn per customer, and how many people are searching for their type of business every month in their area, so that you can go into the call very educated. If you scroll down, you can also see advanced details for this lead, such as what their current rank position is. So how many more customers they would get if you got them to the number one spot, their website, and so much more. There's also scripts in here, but you can build your own. And what's cool about these scripts is that they break down very large chunks into decision path logic. So here, there's the first part of the script, and you can see that it's actually putting the lead's name in here, the sales rep's name, the name of the lead, and all the other information that you can find here. You can actually put variables into your script, so you just have to read it. You don't need to like jump around between tools whenever you're making a cold call. And then here, if they allow you to continue after the opener, you can then say, ask them a question. If they say no, go this direction. If they said yes, you can go a different direction, and so on. So this makes it very easy to run your cold calls, as well as get proven to work rebuttals for any objection that your lead might throw your way. So for example, if they say, I'm not interested, you just click that and you can immediately say what is on this objection, so that you don't have to fumble on it and potentially lose that sale. Because that's one of the biggest things that makes the difference between like a starting salesperson and an expert one, which takes years, which is not stumbling whenever an objection is thrown your way. You can also customize these as well. There's also really cool reporting so that you can track your agency's progress compared to other agencies that are also using SAM to sell Paige. So here you can see, your information for your agency compared to other agencies. You can see how your sales reps are doing compared to each other, your agency totals compared to industry totals, what objections you're getting the most compared to the industry, and which scripts that you're using are more effective than others. So you can make sure you're using the right script. And so as I mentioned, as an agency partner, you actually get a free seat in here for a sales rep. It could be you or a different sales rep. All that you need to do is go into settings and integrations and turn on the merchant agency partner account, and then just put in the email address that you joined our agency partner program with. And it will let you know if it was the right email or not. And if it is, it'll let you know that there's a $100 credit being applied to whichever subscription you already have, if you have one, or a new subscription if you create it. And if you're not sure which agency email you use, just message our team in the live chat inside Paige or the Partner Hub, and we can let you know. Lastly, something that I think is pretty cool is that as marketing agency owners, you are likely in masterminds or other groups, or other agency owners. And well, that's why we launched this Refer an Agency program, because you guys know other agencies that might be struggling to scale their local SEO service, and they might be interested in Paige. Well, if you refer another agency to us, then we will pay you 20% of what we earn from that agency for the lifetime of that account. And that revenue balloons quickly, because as your friends add more clients, you're actually getting paid for every single client they add. So for example, one agency that has 25 clients, you earn about $500 a month. So imagine if you referred 20 agencies. We've paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars so far in this affiliate program, and I hope that you have a think about who you might know that would be interested in Paige and send it to your friends as well. So hopefully watching this video, you learned something new. If you didn't, then that's also great, because it means that you're getting all the value of Paige for agencies. And if you did learn something new, then I'm stoked, because it means that you're going to make your agency a little bit easier to run. I really appreciate your partnership and your trust to run your agency with Merchant as your partner by your side. If you have any questions, please don't be a stranger. Just let us know. We want Paige to be the very best agency tool out there, and won't stop until it is. Thank you.